Elvis Choi redefines touchy-feely in the Category 3 ghost movie, The Fingering. No, he doesn't. Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Jared King, and this is my review of The Lingering. Co-directors Derek Tao and Mac Hoban had never directed a movie before. Co-writer Cheng Chung has never written a movie before. But co-writer Edmund Wong has. He wrote Dragon Tiger Gate, and Magic to Win, and Baby Blues, and Bounty Hunters. But I watched The Lingering anyway, because I'm stupid. Actually, I watched it because it stars Athena Chu and Louis Chung. And Sam from SGC Tell and Show was in Hong Kong for a few days. So we decided to see a movie together because shows before hoes. Although Cinema City Langham Place is on Portland Street. Never mind. The Lingering tells the story of a family torn apart by tragedy. The Lingering also tells the story of how a young man's ambitions bring about an intergenerational clash. It's also about ghosts, and greed, and mental illness, and dreams, and I honestly don't know. I'm not really sure what this movie's about. The Lingering starts off, interestingly enough, with some nice spooky atmosphere. Remember, it's the Double Ninth Festival season, if you will. So I was in the mood for another ghost movie. And just in case I didn't know that this was a ghost movie, you know, even with the spooky atmosphere, the title card of the movie has a big, cheesy minor chord underneath it. Get it? Scary movie. Yeah, scary bad. I actually kind of feel bad saying that, because this movie is schizophrenic. It doesn't know what it is, and it really doesn't know what it wants to be. It just is. And I have to admit, part of the movie is kind of nice. The Double Ninth Festival, after all, is kind of a holiday about family. And part of the movie is, very sincerely, a well-done story about families and the tensions that they're put under by life and the world around us. I really like that part of the movie. The problem is that the rest of the movies, is a hodgepodge of half-baked weirdness and bad storytelling. Like I was saying to someone when I watched the movie, I don't want to dislike it, but The Lingering gives me no choice. How confusing is this movie? Well, it's made for the China market, and it takes place in China, but I think some of the ghosts are real. I mean, yeah, there's dementia, and there's people falling asleep and dreaming, and there's a crooked salesman, MacGuffin Chow, trying to scare people into, you know, doing what he wants. But there are other events in the movie that aren't explained away. I might want to think that, you know, the filmmakers slipped one past the gatekeepers at Sapperft. But given the rest of the movie, I'm not willing to give them credit for being that smart. I forgot my handbag, so I'm going to go back into this place that I've already decided is terrifying and all the lights are out, but I'm going to go back and just grab my bag. You go wait for the taxi, because, you know, they hate to wait. I'll go by myself. Oh, and while I'm here, I'm just going to start, you know, randomly looking at stuff in the dark, because I haven't found my handbag, but apparently it's not that pressing, and, you know, it's not like there's my boyfriend in a taxi waiting for... Ooh. At one point early in the movie, Athena Chu goes to the village chief's house because she needs to use the phone. She leaves her son at home with an elderly woman whose express purpose for being there is to keep an eye on the kid because strange things have been happening. Well, not long after, the old lady comes running into the village chief's house to tell Athena Chu that the house is definitely haunted. And she left the kid in the house! But don't worry, because very soon afterwards, it's, you know, 30 years later, and the kid is Louis Chung. So that means the first part of the movie, which frankly looked like it was the 1960s, was 1986 China. And even in the present day, it's China, even though they're driving on the left. You see what I mean? This movie's just confusing. Why would the authorities make somebody ID a family member's bloated body after a drowning accident, and only then hand over the personal effects that were found on the body, which could have been used to ID the corpse? I mean, that's just mean, and I'm me. Speaking of mean, I could say some really unkind things about the CG that's used in the movie. I'll just say that expensive digital effects look really good, and these effects weren't expensive. But like I said, there is a part of this movie that I did like. At one point, I thought they broke the fourth wall, and this character could see what I was doing to myself. I'm joking, of course. I mean, she couldn't see me. At least I hope not. Now, I think that Louis Chung and Athena Chu did the best that they could with their roles, but they didn't really have a lot to work with. And I think that Athena Chu deserves extra credit for spending the latter part of the film wearing a lot of prosthetic makeup that must have taken a long time to put on and take off every day. She spends the whole movie looking, at best, plain, and usually much worse. I also give credit to whoever did the English subtitles for The Lingering, because in this shabby town, even a smart hotel is retarded, is a very strong contender for subtitle of the year. So thank you for that. And as long as we're talking about thanking people for things they've done, do me a favor, click on my Patreon page, because I've started uploading exclusive content for patrons that I think you might enjoy, and quite honestly, it doesn't cost a lot to get it. So do us the favor, will you? I don't even know why I say us, let's face it, I'm by myself. If you enjoyed my review, please let me know, and if you didn't, let me know. Thank you for watching, I'll see you again soon.